here, and all the teachers, my dear friends and sisters. Very good afternoon to all. How are you all? I hope all are doing great. Did you all had your lunch? So do you know why we are gathered here? We are gathered here to organize a debate on fuel conservation for a better tomorrow. Before starting this program, I would like to invite the head of this institution, Principal Sir, come on to the stage. And I would like to invite all the teachers to occupy their seats. Two teams, Team A and Team B. From each team, we have 7 participants. From Team A, Team Leader Gurupriya, Haripriya, Pallavi, Rishita, Harika, Layashri and Tanuja. From Team B, Rameshri, Anita, Sandhya, Sangeeta, Divya Jyoti, Samya and Chandana. So they are going to be conduct debate on fuel conservation for a better tomorrow. Before starting our debate, we have to know what is a fuel, what are the advantages and disadvantages of the fuel. To know that I would like to call team leader of a team A, Gurupriya, to speak about what is fuel and what are the advantages of the fuel.
All of you, good afternoon. I want to say about what is fuel and advantages of it. Fuel is artificially and naturally occurring substance. After burning, reacting with O2, releases a large amount of energy which can be used as domestic and industrial purposes. For example, LPG, CNG, wood, diesel, dung, petrol, etc. Fuels are of most importance because they releases a significant amount of energy per unit weight. Natural deposits are main source of an element helium. Example, aeroplane and parachutes. Transportation, aircrafts, railways are also included in it. The major source of fuel is in generating electricity and feed of stock for petrochemical industry. A tar over a petroleum extraction for use to constructing roads. We will use non-renewable resources like wood, coal, petroleum when the renewable is sufficient to us. Fuel is most important in your life. If there is no fuel, we can't do any work in nowadays.
Thank you, Gurupriya. By your words, we have to understand it is better to use fuel. But Ramesh is going to be talk about what are the disadvantages of the fuel.
Good afternoon to one and all, and respected principal sir and all staff. Good afternoon to one and all. And our opponent team Gurupriya has discussed about only plus points and advantages of the fuel, and there are many disadvantages and the harmful gases also released by the high consumption of fuels. Let us learn about what are the disadvantages of fuels, and let us learn how to conserve the fuels for the next generation. So, by the high consumption of fuels, we have many harmful gases. Large-scale industries are using very high consumption of fuels, and they burn by the fuels conversion. They releases many harmful gases like nitric and sulfuric carbonic acids into the air. It is badly affecting the environment, and it is making a lot of people to fall in ill health. And second point is many vehicles, they are there. Nowadays we are using all individual vehicles without using any public transportation. By that we are utilizing many fuels. So our ancestors gave some of the minerals for us. So it's the time for us now. We have to save some of the minerals for our next generation also. So we have to use the fuels now onwards conveniently and sufficiently. We have to store them for the next generation also. And this is my side, to use and conserve the fuels for the next generation.
Thank you, Rameshri. By this, we have to understand there are advantages and disadvantages of the fuels. By this, we had arranged many doubts. Is it important to use the fuels? Is that necessary to save this for next generations? To know answer for all this, we have to start our debate. Are you ready to start the debate? Yes. I'm wishing both the teams all the best. Let's start our debate.
According to your opinion, is it possible the development of any country without using these sources? Yes, it is possible. If we use automatical solar energy, electricity have less consumption of fuels. It is easy to use public transport, avoid individual vehicles.
It is highly impossible to find out the natural resources anywhere and anytime. So that's why we use only natural sources for our source. If you use fuels in the same manner, if there were no fuel in our future generation, and they may God don't have development. First of all, we have to think ourselves. First of all, we have to think ourselves. After that, we have to think next generations. If our ancestors also thought like that, what is our situation right now? In our olden days, there is lots of fuel and less population, so they haven't think selfish. But then the situation is not now like that. By your votes, we can understand one thing. You all are selfish people. No. This is too much. We are not selfish. We are think ourselves.
How will you say that you are not selfish? You are thinking present, you are thinking only about yourself. Then who will think about next generation? What are the situation of next generation? So by this you are the selfish people because you are thinking only for this generation.
No. We are selfish.
Okay, calm down. Let's speak about the topic.
Okay. We can understand our situations, but there are some other sources to use for energy.
What are the other sources of energy?
Renewable natural resources like solar energy, wind energy, and tidal energy. We use these three natural sources. We reduce the fuel consumption. Are these available anywhere?
Yes, why can't? If we have willpower to do, we have to create anywhere at any time.
But it is not possible in this busy life. We may have to use the solar panels and solar equipments, but they are not available in winter season. What can you conclude from this? All countries are thinking about their development. Who will think about the future? If we think about the future, we may not develop our country. So we must use fuels. Country means people, not money. Unhealthy people never make the healthy country. So health is wealth.
If you think always about pollution, how can we develop? By using alternative resources like electric vehicles, and by using solar, we can stop the pollution. And also, development means not using heavy fuel and create lot of pollution. Only because of this development, we may got diseases like cancer, and nature also affected by this, like UV rays, and also ozone layer is affected like this. So, what will you conclude about this?
If we have to develop our country, we have to bring everything. We can create everything our happy life.
Now maybe you are leading a happy life, but what is about the future generation? They may have to live happy life like us. So we have to conserve some of the fuels for them, and we have to restore them. We have to use conveniently and sufficiently. We must do this. It's our responsibility.
Okay, we realize that to conserve the fuel for next generation, instead of that, we will use natural resources equally.
So we also conclude that its development of a country does not depend on natural resources like solar energy like that. So we have to use fuels also, but we have to use sufficiently and conveniently. So we all are learns about how to use fuel, and we have to use less consumption of fuel and alternate sources also. So don't forget this, and remember to save the nature by using less consumption of fuel and using alternate resources like solar energy and as much as we possible.
So by your words, we have to understand that fuel is very important thing and we have to save it for future generation also. So we have to conserve fuel for the next generation and use it as necessary. Our country development also depends on the fuels. So conserve fuels and save the futures of the other generations.